everyone. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to cover what has not been covered by other prepper communities about the storage of our food in basements. It might not just be food. It could be electronics, other types of supplies. And I'm really shocked that other prepper communities have not covered this, but flooding and how to prevent flooding in your basement. It's not just to save your food supplies from damage from contamination. Say that the sewer lines back up or the sump pump stop working. It could be the Christmas decorations. It could be old photos that you want to preserve. The kids' arts and craft projects that you want to keep for memories. Here we have an image. It's typical for my building, at least, the floor drain for the sewer lines. But what would happen if there is a power outage for a lengthy period of time and the municipality sewer company, they don't have the means to pump the sewage to their water treatment plants or wherever the sewage may go? Well, what's going to end up happening is it's going to be backing up into your homes. Yeah, sometimes this has happened just because of heavy rains and the sewer company loses power and they can't handle the amount of water that they get. Things that you have stored down there, you could lose hundreds or even thousands of dollars of things that you have. Different items that you have stocked in your basement for years and years. Did you know that canned goods actually do not have an expiration date? As long as the seals, they have 3 seals, top, bottom, and side, are maintained, they're not rusted, there's no bulging. Actually, those canned goods are good for years and years, probably forever. But if they get the sewage that comes up from your sewer lines backing up into your basement, yeah, you're not going to be wanting to keep those and eat those later. There is a cheap and easy fix to prevent that from happening. It's called a back water flow valve. And what it is, it prevents the flow from coming back into your homes and basements or apartments. And they're not that expensive. Here's a diagram showing how it works. It shows the sewage, your gray water, your toilet, things like that, going down to the sewer. And what happens is this flap actually prevents that water from seeping back into your home. I did an internet search for different products. They range from $23, $35, $144, and up $224. Recently, because they hadn't cleaned out the sewer drains in probably decades, it backed up into the basement of my building. It was all kinds of raw sewage, toilet paper, feces, things like that. But you don't want it coming in during a power outage from the entire city into your basement, losing everything that you have. Yeah, you would have to do some cleanup with some chemicals to make sure that, all the bacteria has been killed. And as they say, an ounce of prevention, would save you a lot of work and a lot of loss of goods. Like I said, your hot water heater, you might have a freezer down there or refrigerator, emergency bug out supplies, medical supplies. Yeah, that would be all lost. Recently, my building was bought by a fella. He's only 21 years old. I'm going to talk to him about putting one of these in our building. I'm sure he will, but if he doesn't, I think it would be an easy fix for me to do, because the drain is exactly like this. And the cover's already been removed because, they brought in a plumber to snake out the sewer lines. Another item you should have in your basement is a sump pump alarm. It lets you know when your sump pump isn't pumping water. There's one on Walmart. It's called a water leak alarm detector. And that one's, under $10. I did buy my daughter a sump pump alarm. I don't remember how much it cost me. I remember it wasn't a lot because I bought it at Menards several years ago. Shortly after she bought her house, her sump pump stopped working. So along with the sump pump alarm, I bought her a new sump pump. That wasn't too bad. But the damage that she had, the water came up, went underneath the tile, underneath the floor of the basement. They put down, I believe it looks like fake wood. And yeah, all that water seeped underneath there. And yeah, it took forever for it to dry out. And then you worry about mold developing underneath the tiles of the floor. If her boyfriend wasn't good at carpentry work, things like that, it would have been a really expensive repair. Some of the younger people probably don't know about sump pumps, so here's a diagram that shows the water that's caught from the rock sill that's outside the building, and it prevents water building up and coming into your apartment or home, and the pressure building, and you could end up having the walls collapse. Just like in this diagram, her sump pump goes up and then it drains out onto the lawn of her home. And in this diagram, you can see that they have a sump pump alarm attached up over here. With everything that's going on in the world, I mean, even the Biden administration has formed a prepper type of organization there to prepare for different disasters. I did a video about that the day before yesterday. So if the White House is taking the threat of something coming, yeah, they won't tell us because they're only preparing. Continuity of government, continuance of government, they don't give a hoot about us. You should take that as a warning that something's coming. So like I said, if we have long term of power outages where the city sewers are no longer pumping all that contaminated garbage, feces, yuck, there is 2 easy, really cheap fixes to protect what you have spent so much money on and preparing for. And if the government is preparing for some sort of disaster, yeah, makes you wonder why now, and the average citizen should be doing it also. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much. I want to thank many of you who have supported my channel. You are unbelievable. Angels sent from God. Make sure you're still subscribed because there's that ongoing problem of being unsubscribed. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube AI, but make sure you're still subscribed. Yeah, thank you very, very much. Please get prepared. Yeah, I care a lot about you guys. I don't want to see anyone in harm's way for what's coming. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.